You're listening to the Coconut Avenue Radio and Podcast Network.
Welcome to Out There on the Edge of Everything, the show that examines, helps you understand, and effectively deal with the interesting edges of life. Broadcasting now from the virtual C344 studios overlooking the edge of Coconut Avenue is your host, award-winning and best-selling author, Dr. Stephen Lesovich.
Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Lesovich out there on the edge of everything. This episode is entitled, How Many Layers Make Up Your Life Story? How many layers of lower vibrational energy are you carrying around with you that have become your life story? If you had to describe your energy, would you say it is shiny or dull? For those of you who have been reading my blog posts and listening to my podcast, you know I previously worked as a janitor in a bar. I also previously worked as a janitor at a grade school. I recently did a post and podcast on one of my experiences working as a janitor at the grade school. You can go to my blog post on slesovich.com to click on the link to read that blog post and listen to that podcast. Here is another true story and actual experience from working that janitorial job at the grade school. During the summer, one of the biggest projects we needed to complete was to remove the wax from all the tile floors in the classrooms and in the hallways. To remove the wax from the classrooms, we moved out all the desks, chairs, books, etc. from the classrooms. We then used a wax stripper to remove the old wax. By the end of the school year, the old wax on the tile floors in all the classrooms had a dull luster and included many scratches and gouges from daily use during the school year by the students. After we stripped the old wax, we applied 4 coats of new wax to the tile floors. After each coat of wax was applied, it was buffed with a rotary buffer. The surface of the coat of wax is soft, so buffing it makes it stronger and less subject to scratching and gouging. Buffing the newly waxed surface with a rotary buffer also gives the wax a shiny luster. A rotary buffer is not easy to use or control. The rotary buffer pushes and pulls a user erratically in many different directions. There are many funny videos on the internet, including people trying to use a rotary buffer. Now on my blog post on slesovich.com, I have a link to one YouTube video so you can see what happens when you're using a rotary buffer to buff a newly waxed floor. It's really funny what can happen. As you encounter and endure negative experiences in your life, you collect layers of lower vibrational energy. These layers of lower vibrational energy may include physical, mental, and emotional scratches and gouges. Negative emotions such as fear, guilt, anger, sorrow, sadness, grief, being a victim, etc., associated with these negative experiences have caused your energy to have a dull luster. One way to measure your energy and to determine its energetic luster is to measure the energy of your auric field. Your auric field can actually be scientifically measured with electrical instruments. How can you strip away the many old layers of lower vibrational energy, add new layers of higher vibrational energy, and return your energy of your story, your life story, to a new and shiny luster? Consider these 3 things. Number 1, write down the details of your old story. Take out a piece of paper and a pen and write down your old story. Many studies have shown that physically writing things down on paper allows you to connect to the things better than typing them into an electronic device like your smartphone, tablet, or computer. Include all the negative experiences, events, and people you have encountered and can remember. Also include the negative emotions and negative emotional triggers you experienced and all physical, mental, and emotional scratches, gouges, and wounds you suffered. The negative experiences and negative emotions are similar to the multiple layers of old wax on the tile floors in the classroom and make the luster of your energy dull instead of shiny. Number 2, strip away your old story. Energetic. There is a technique used by mind, body, spirit practitioners and self-help coaches that was created by Christy Marie Sheldon. Christy Marie Sheldon is an intuitive coach and healer. To clear away lower vibrational energy stuck in your story, use the delete, uncreate, and destory technique, which I call DUD, D-U-D, the DUD technique, and use my own interpretation of Christy Marie Sheldon's words. To use the DUD technique, you focus in on an experience you desire to remove from your story, and you delete it from your story. You say out loud, I delete the experience across all time, space, dimensions, and reality. Then you uncreate the experience, energetically of course, by disconnecting the experience and the associated emotions from your story at the exact instance in time you created it. You say out loud, I disconnect the experience and all associated emotions at the exact instance it was created across all time, space, dimensions, and reality. Finally, you destory the experience by removing all the vibrational energy and associated emotions, holding the experience in place in your story. Energetic. You say out loud, I destory this experience as I release all energy and emotions associated with it across all time, space, dimensions, and reality. Removing dud experiences, D-U-D, delete, uncreate, and destory, from your old story is similar to stripping off all the old layer of wax on the tile floors in the classroom. Number 3, apply a new story in your life layer by layer. Moving forward, apply new higher vibrational energy to your story using your own power. Make an effort to create positive situations and events in your life and seek out positive people whenever you can. If you encounter any lower vibrational situations, events, or people in your life, take a moment and observe the situation without further judgment or an immediate reaction. Use discernment. Then respond to such lower vibrational situations, events, and people with positive emotions such as courage, joy, happiness, love, excitement, etc., and positive actions. Responding to lower vibrational situations, events, or people in your life with positive emotions and positive actions adds new layers of higher vibrational energy to your story and gives your energy a shiny luster. This is similar to adding multiple layers of new wax to tile floors in the classroom and buffing each new layer with the rotary buffer to make the surface of the wax stronger and shiny. Applying new layers to your life story with positive emotions and positive actions allows you to make a positive impact in your own life and the life of all others who see you as your story with that shiny new luster. Until next time, I'm Dr. Stephen Lesevich, out there on the edge of everything. Today, using a rotary buffer to buff up my own energy and make it shiny.
You have been listening to Out There on the Edge of Everything, the show that examines, helps you understand, and effectively deal with the interesting edges of life. For more information on your host, Dr. Stephen Lesevich, please visit slesevich.com. For more information on prior and future shows, please visit coconutavenueradio.net.
This is the Coconut Avenue Radio and Podcast Network.